You're listening to the Pinoy Podcast.
It's G and Chandela on Pinoy Podcast.
Welcome to Pinoy Podcast. You are listening to the G and Chandela Show. We are live Monday to Friday, 8 to 9 p.m. Manila time, 8 to 9 a.m. New York time. Chat with us and listen live on PinoyPodcast.com/live. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, SoundCloud, Black Talk Radio, MySpace, and YouTube. I'm G, broadcasting from New Jersey, and here's my partner, Chandela, from the Philippines.
Hi, G. Good morning.
Hey, Chandela. Good evening there.
Good evening, Manila. How are you?
It's Monday.
Having
the
your
week?
Monday blues?
What?
Are you having your Monday blues?
Well, I was about to have my Monday blues, but after the tips you gave me last night, they're gone.
Okay.
Yeah, but I woke up late.
As usual.
So, how was your day?
Oh, yeah. Medyo okay lang. But before we go on, I would like to thank Marlon, my office mate. He did me a very big favor kanina, and thank you, Marlon.
He's an office mate?
Yeah.
Hi, Marlon.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing, sir? Sir talaga yan,
Anak ko yun, he's like 22, 23 years old.
Why did you have to say his age?
Wala lang.
So you're older than him?
Yeah. Okay. Me and my big mouth.
So how was the feedback on our video, or did you get the feedback on our videos?
Mm-hmm. You were nagkukuyakoy? Ano yun?
Yeah, nagkukuya-kuya ko.
Yeah. Ito nga, pinapanood ko dun sa mga office mates ko.
Okay.
Sabi niya, ayan, bigay-bigay ka ng tips, tapos ngayon, ikaw mismo may Monday blues ka. Sabi ko, ganun naman talaga, diba? Sometimes you don't practice what you preach.
Oh, kasi nga, halimbawa ako, I always teach people to be positive. I always start to motivate people. But I'm not always like, sometimes I have the blues, really. And But, of course, you cannot tell people to... you cannot be affected by your mood and tell people to be negative, based on what you're feeling right now. Alright? So, I have a responsibility because people listen to me, and I think it's a responsibility on my shoulders to really, go out and try to, what do you call that? Anong tawag doon? Yung nag-exude ka ng positivity when you give out positivity. Anong tawag doon?
Positive?
Sa Filipino.
I don't know.
Okay. Ang ibig ko lang sabihin, kung medyo meron akong blues or down ako, I don't want to hawaan ang ibang tao.
Oh,
Okay?
okay.
Halimbawa, I feel down, I have the blues, somebody comes to me for help. Hindi ko i-vent sa kanya yung nararamdaman ko ngayon. I will try to listen to him, or listen to her, and do my job, which is to motivate people. Right?
What
Yeah,
if
seryoso na naman ako.
what if you're having this blues, and what if you're having this blues kasi may dahilan? Like our topic tonight.
Oh, what's our topic for tonight?
Verbal abuse.
Verbal abuse.
Yeah, how
Okay.
to save yourself.
How to save yourself and maybe how to survive. Okay.
If you can see the live page of PinoyPodcast.com, there's a video there.
Oh, did you embed the video?
Yeah, that's almost.
I think I removed it. Sorry.
Oh, really?
Napatungan ko ng Spreaker player.
It's okay. I
Nasa
posted.
Facebook ba yun?
Yeah.
Kukunin ko na lang sa Facebook.
I posted it sa Chandela page.
A Chandela
And
page?
to
Okay.
my- And
Let me try to get it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna get it, and can you entertain us while I do it?
No, I've come across that video because I was like looking for pictures that I can use for tonight's episode, and I saw this video. If you have watched it, it's very disturbing.
I didn't see it. Saan siya? Nasa YouTube?
Yeah, nasa YouTube.
Hindi ko makita eh.
Kaya mo na ako hindi mo makita. You watch it from my page.
Oh, it's here on Facebook. How do I embed this on
No, you have to get it straight from
YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube.
Anong title?
Wait.
Search ko.
Wait, I'll send you the link.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
It's G and Chandela on Pinoy Podcast.
There. Okay.
Okay, let me see.
So as I was saying, I've come across this video.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you'll watch it now.
Okay.
Because sometimes, verbal abuse is difficult to identify,
Yes.
and regrettably can be a common type of abuse in some marriages. And
Yeah.
this video actually are images. Actually, it was titled Unseen Emotional Scar.
Okay.
Verbal abuse is wrong and can be just as harmful as physical abuse without you knowing it.
Sometimes it can even be more harmful than
Are you watching it already?
physical. Yeah, I'm watching it.
Yeah. Nakakatakot,
Sometimes,
diba?
yeah, because it gets into your psyche. It gets embedded in your brain. Because of physical pain, sometimes it goes away after a day, right? Or after a few hours. Pero yung emotional scars ng verbal abuse, sometimes they can last a lifetime.
And verbal abuse is like a double-bladed knife. It cut both ways.
Okay, I'm watching the video. Sorry, I was
And
drinking coffee.
as compared to physical abuse, kasi physical abuse is madali mong ma-identify eh. Walang doubt doon, no? Once you've been hit, that's physical abuse already. You don't have to second guess because the bruises and the scars are visible, very evident that abuse has taken place. Verbal abuse is different. The damage is internal. There are no physical bruises or scars. just a wounded spirit and low self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
And what are the common signs of verbal abuse?
Signs.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
What are
inside
they?
the marriage, okay? Inside the marriage, or
Okay.
um, between a boy-girl relationship.
Mm-hmm.
One is being called names by your spouse.
Okay. Called names.
Yung tanga ka, ganyan, batugan, something like
Walang
that.
kwenta.
Yeah, inutil,
Nagger.
stupido, tonto,
Yung-
ganyan.
Yung kadalasan na sa calling names, kadalasan gamitin ng mga lalaki sa babae yung nagger. Di ba?
Nagger. Okay.
Pag tinawag ka na ganun,
So,
that's calling names na.
and any negative form of name calling is unacceptable. Pag feeling mo, you're being put down. So that's it. Parang it's a kind of verbal abuse already. And meron kasi mga calling names na masyadong namang obvious, na without question
Like what?
it's abuse.
Like what?
Hindi, yung common, obvious, yung tanga, ganyan, inutil, palamunin, mga ganon. Yung mga ganong, very obvious na, Pero yung meron mga parang nagko-camouflage eh.
Oh, okay. Like what?
Kasi meron mga verbal abusers na they love to use constructive criticism to beat a spouse down. That is for your own good, di ba? Yan. That's for your own good. Yan, medyo we have to be careful about that. Isa din tong form ng verbal abuse.
When
I
you
don't know
camouflage
if,
a criticism
yeah.
as constructive criticism.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What if it's really constructive?
Kaya nga, if you feel that you're being put down, then most likely, it's abusive already. Kapag nararamdaman mo na nababawasan yung pagkalalaki mo or yung pagkababae mo or naaapakan yung pagkatao mo, that is verbal abuse already.
Halimbawa sa isang marriage, alright? Merong tinatawag na counseling. Sometimes couples go to see a psychiatrist or psychologist. Ikaw, pag sinabihan ka na quote-unquote, halimbawa constructive daw, okay? Pag sinabihan ka na you need help, you need to see a psychiatrist, is that insulting to you?
Kanino manggagaling yun? Sa spouse?
From the wife or husband.
Oh, well, depende naman yan kasi sa pangyayari kung bakit niya nasabi yun.
Or depende rin sa how it's said, right?
Oo, saka depende kung ano yung ginawa mo, ba't niya nasabi yun. If you're just, if you're just sitting there, alam mo, kasi meron mga, we'll get there. As we progress dito sa discussion natin, we will get there.
Okay, let me take note of that.
Okay. Using words to shame. Alam mo to, yung critical, sarcastic, mocking words, kahit sa harap ng ibang tao, or kahit you're alone sa bahay. Diba? I have this one kakilala na friend ko na guy na umuwi siya ng late and his wife was waiting like, oh, bakit ngayon ka lang? Siguro kasama mo naman si nagmotel kayo, no? And may mga harap na ibang tao.
May
diba?
harap na ibang tao?
Yes!
That's a big no-no.
Yeah. So,
It's a
yun
big
nga eh.
no-no.
Talagang
Yeah.
parang pinapahiya ka, diba? So, medyo talagang ano yan, medyo nakaka-degrade yan. So,
Alam mo, isa
kung
pang
napanood mo
nakaka-degrade.
yung video,
Yes.
sige, go.
Isa pang nakaka-degrade, lalo pag tumatanda kayo. Yung in front of other people, your spouse will ask you to take your medicines na. Like, medicines for your ailments. Or, di ba? Sometimes that's supposed to be
Why?
private. Bawa, meron kayong mga bisita sa bahay, tapos sinabihan ka na, oh, inumin mo na yung gamot mo sa high blood.
Tawa naman ako na.
Halimbawa, nagiinuman.
Sana ako.
Nagiinuman kayo, okay?
Buti nga
Merong
sa
bisita.
high blood. Okay.
Halimbawa, buti nga high blood, hindi yung mas ano pa. Mas,
Ano sinabi niya, okay, inumin mo na yung Viagra mo. Diba?
Hindi, halimbawa, yung mga embarrassing na ailments, right? Halimbawa, yung meron kang
Ano ba? Like,
meron kang bunig or meron kang kurikong, di ba? Tapos sabihin sa'yo, nilagyan mo na ba ng lotion yung buni mo? Or sometimes kahit hindi sabihin yung sakit eh, sabihin lang yung gamot. Alam na ng tao, di ba? Halimbawa, you're taking antidepressants. Alright? Tapos sinabi sa'yo ng spouse mo in front of other people to take that name of a medicine. Isn't that degrading to you? Or could be a violation of your privacy?
Well, depende yan. Kung paano yan sinabi.
Hindi, sinabi lang yung pangalan ng gamot. Pero let's
Depende
say
nga
it's
kung paano
an
mo sinabi.
antidepressant. Okay? Kasi ako, I would never do that. Like, in front of other people, ask my spouse or a friend, even not a spouse, kahit a friend, to take his medicines. Or say the name of the medicine. Because that's private.
Yeah.
Ano lang, delikadesa, meron kang modo, alam mo yun? Ano ba yung taong walang modo?
Sinabi naman niya.
Ikaw, halimbawa, may kaibigan ka, okay, kasama mo siya. You know he's taking medicines, alright? In front of other people, would you tell him to take his medicine and even say the name of the medicine?
Friend?
I mean, these are not close people, huh? These are like maybe casual acquaintances.
I don't think so.
I think that's private. You should never do that.
Okay. And number 3 is
that falls into putting to shame somebody.
yeah. You know, using words to shame you.
What's the third one?
And the third one is yelling, swearing, and screaming. Ito yung tinatawag na walking on eggshell syndrome. Because you are living with someone who goes verbally ballistic for very little cause. Yung konting gawin mo lang, busit siya.
Yes.
Yung, ito, pagkatapos mong gamitin tong kutsilyo, saan ba dapat nakalagay itong kutsilyo? Yung mga ganang bagay lang, alam mo yon. Na pwede naman niyang ibalik yung kutsilyo kung saan niya kinuha without saying anything. Hindi, kailangan pa niya sumigaw.
That's
Kailangan
nitpicking.
Kailangan pa niya magsabi ng mga kung ano-ano.
Pero alam mo, pwedeng gawin yan, pero hindi yung yelling Yung binanggit mo na wala lang sa lugar yung kutsara, ganun. Pwede yan sa mga bata. Kasi you're training them to put back things where they belong to. Right? Halimbawa, yung mga medyas nasa sahig. Pagkatapos nilang rin yung medyas nasa sahig. Pwede yun sa mga bata. Pwede mong ulit-ulitin sa mga bata. Pero sa isang adult, medyo there's a thin line that divides or separates nitpicking and what's that? Being concerned, you know?
Being a nagger.
Yeah. Kapag adult ang kausap mo,
Kaya nga,
iba na kasi. It's a different role pag bata ang kausap mo at adult when it comes to small things.
yes, but in
like
this
that.
case, we're not talking about the children, yung mga bata na yung tipong full-grown man ka na, sabi, wala mo talaga. Ano to? Ako na lang talaga pulot lahat ng kalat mo. Yung mga ganyan. Or, hindi man sa kalat, yung nasa harap ka ng computer, hindi ka naman nag-games, or hindi ka naman nag-FB. Upo ka na lang dyan? Magpapalaki ka ng patatas mo? Mga ganyan.
Pero we're talking about screaming here, yelling. Right? What if hindi naman nag-yell, hindi naman
Yes.
screaming? Okay lang yan?
Ano?
Kasi ang number 3 mo is yelling and screaming, right?
Yes.
So, pag hindi naman sumigaw, okay lang?
Pag hindi naman sumigaw. Oo naman, kunwari, sabi ko nga sa'yo, depende kung paano niya sasabihin. Kunwari, sweetheart, ba't naman nandito yung medyas mo? Diba? Pwede naman yon. Yung ganon. Hindi yung parang pakiramdam mo, naglalakad ka sa eggshells na you're very cautious na konting pagkakamali mo lang. Feeling mo magkakamali ka.
Okay.
And meron din dyan ng mga meron dyan yung here's one is using threats to intimidate.
Okay.
You have any idea kung ano to?
Yeah, like, yung threats like, iiwanan kita, hiwalayan kita, ano pa, ibabalik kita sa nanay mo, mga ganun. Ito sa mga mag-asawa to.
Umuwi ka na sa inyo! O, gano'n.
Mga ganun, Or, ipapapulis kita, mga ganun. Meron pang isa yung...
You remember yung...
What?
Yung... What?
Hindi, sometimes, it can go extreme, like, lalasunin kita, mga ganun. Or meron pang isa meron pang isa yung sa halip na may makinabang sa'yo, papatayin na lang kita. Di ba? Di ba? May mga ganun. Usually sa mga...
Na?
Did you hear that? What I said?
No, I did not.
Why?
I don't know. What did you say?
I'm gonna type it, okay? You read it.
Type it.
Kasi I
Where?
don't know what's happening to Skype.
You hear me loud and clear?
I can hear you, yeah, but I don't think you can hear me. Here, I'm gonna type it on Skype. You're listening to Pinay Podcast with the G and Chandela show. Using Skype to call each other. So sometimes she cannot hear me.
Oh, yeah. Di ba nga? I was about to say that. Na katulad dun sa friend ko. Na nasa ano siya, di ba? Isang relationship na sabi, kung hindi ka mapupunta sa akin or kung iwanan mo ko, papatay na lang kita parang wala nang makinabang na iba.
Meron pang isa. Pakibasa sa Skype. Sinabi ko.
Okay, basta. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Threatening to
What,
commit
yeah?
suicide. Mm-hmm.
Sabihin mo. Basahin mo.
Yun nga, threatening to commit suicide. Hindi ko ba sinabi?
Oo, yan. Kasi kanina choppy. Yeah,
Hindi
right?
ko alam kung sino. These are very, no? Parang, kahit nasabihin pa nilang, kahit sabihin pa nilang, nung partner mo or nung spouse mo, after saying those words na they are only joking, it tends to be abusive already kapag nagbago yung behavior mo towards the relationship or you feel on guard na dun sa relationship. And next one is blaming the victim. Ikaw yung sinisisi ng spouse mo for their actions and behaviors. Parang sinasabi nila na if only you were, kung perfecto ka lang or kung hindi ka ganyan, hindi magkakaganito. Mga ganon. I'm like this kasi ganyan ka. Tingin mo kung hindi ka ganyan, magkakaganito ako. Parang ganon.
Madalas yan. Sometimes I'm guilty of that.
You're guilty of that?
Yeah, I mean, I admit it. I'm just
it's-
human, Sometimes, in the past, I blame people for what I become or what I did. But I came to realize you are responsible for your own self. Okay? Yes, people can influence you. There are factors we cannot control, like what other people do. But at the end of the day, you are responsible for your own fate, for your own destiny. Right? Yeah, continue.
It's really, sometimes pagkatapos kanyang i-blame for his or her actions and behaviors, next is your feelings are being dismissed naman. Your spouse refuses to discuss issues that upset you. Iniiwasan niyang mag-usap kayo. Pag-usapan yung mga topic na kailangan yung pag-usapan. Kung bakit ka nasaktan doon sa sinabi niya or kung bakit siya nakasakit.
Okay. So trying to avoid the issue, right?
Ayan, trying to avoid the issue. And after that, when you wonder, madalas you wonder why you feel so bad.
Sometimes when people try to avoid the issue, they try to like what do you call it? They try to make it appear na hindi siya issue, Like it's common in a defensive person. Like for example, you have a husband, all right, na madalas umuwi after midnight, lasing, nakainom. Sometimes, meron pa siyang lipstick sa collar. At pag sinabihan mo, sasabihin niya, why are you making a big deal about it? I work hard, stress ako sa office, and I just need to unwind after work. So it becomes a non-issue for him. So sineset aside na lang yung kanyang behavior.
Yeah, hanggang magpatong-patong na yan.
I mean, that's also a form of verbal abuse, ignoring the issue, and then trying to make you feel guilty for saying things or for giving constructive criticism, right? Okay.
And next to that is yun nga, you wonder why you feel so bad. Madalas mangyari na you feel so bad. Kasi nga, yun na nga, you bury your feelings. Parang feeling mo you're walking on eggshells. And you're having a hard time keeping the peace every day. You feel depressed and you starts to wonder kung nababaliw ka na ba?
You're starting to think, am I still normal? Right? Hindi mo na alam kung...
tama ba yung... Yeah, hindi mo alam kung ikaw nga ba yung mali. Masyado ka lang praning, paranoid, or there is really something wrong.
Okay.
To the point na hindi mo na maintindihan kung what's happening.
Okay.
And then, manipulating your actions. Alam mo yan, yung persistent siya. And intense usage of threatening words to get you to do something or act in a way na hindi komportable para sa'yo. Ito na yung tawag ito. Ito na yung part na pag patapos na yung relationship niyo.
Okay.
Ito na yung time na gusto mo na ng divorce, ayaw niya. Or gusto mo na ng hiwalay, ayaw niya.
Is this verbal abuse?
Yes.
So, kapag verbal kasi, it has to be said, right?
Kaya nga, may mga sinasabi siya na would play with your emotions for you just to stay in the marriage.
Okay.
Parang sinasabi niya na, wala ka nang pupuntahan after this. Anong gagawin mo sa buhay mo? Parang hindi mo makikita na yung mga anak mo.
Oh, okay.
Ano sasabihin ng mga kaibigan mo. So, ikaw naman, wala ka ng choice kundi magstay doon. Kasi nga naman. Yung parang pinaikot mo na yung buong buhay mo, buong mundo mo sa kanya. Titiisin mo na lang yung mga sinasabi niya sa'yo kahit nasasaktan ka na. Kasi na-instill na rin niya sa utak mo na after this, wala ka ng life. And to top that, ayaw pa niya ng hiwalay or ayaw ka niyang bigyan ng divorce. Para nag-e-enjoy siya na nakikitang bumababa yung self-esteem mo. Diba? So that's ano. Hindi kita marinig.
I'm
I don't know
listening.
what's wrong.
I'm listening.
Okay, hindi kasi parang ano,
Kasi hindi tayo magkasama sa studio.
medyo nag-ano tayo. Yeah.
So guys, if you're wondering why sometimes nag-aapakan kami on air, sometimes naghihintayan kami, it's because we're not together in a studio. We're talking over Skype. We don't see each other. It's just audio call. So sometimes mahirap, but I don't know why it became like that today.
Oh.
Mukhang-
Because probably you're late. Si Skype. Kanina okay naman yung ano eh. Apat-apat na videos pa nga, nagda-download pa ako. Okay naman eh.
Baka habang nagpa-podcast tayo, naka-on yung TV mo, nanonood ka.
TV? No.
Yeah. Okay.
Wala. Hindi na ako masyadong nanonood ng TV today.
Okay, so you had the list of items of different kinds of verbal abuse, right? Is that everything?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so after our break, we will discuss those items, right?
Okay.
Parang hindi ka sigurado.
Yeah, let's take a break. Let's take a break. You cut this call. Call me again. Okay?
Okay, so I think we have a bad Skype connection. All right, guys, we'll be back with the She and Chandler show on Pinay Podcast.
just reading all the headlines, never digging too deep for the cause. VCRs, car phones on credit cards, and golf in the spare time. Don't bring me down, cause the war don't exist in my town. Don't box yourself, don't box yourself, don't box yourself all the way in. You find yourself with your head down on the subway. Your Walkman's on and you're buried in some magazine. Avoiding their eyes, afraid of your lies, that's what some say. Don't bring me down, cause the war might exist in my town. Don't box yourself, don't box yourself, don't box yourself all the way in. All the way in. Now don't get me wrong, I ain't some kind of saint sent from heaven. As a matter of fact, I probably descend from hell. If you look around, all self-servingly driven. But I get brought down cause the war sure exists in my town. Don't box yourself, don't box yourself, don't box yourself all the way in. Don't box yourself, don't box yourself, don't box yourself all the way in. 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 All the way in, all the way in, all the way
in. You're listening to my podcast.
It's G and Chandler on Pinoy Podcast.
And we're back with G and Chandler. And I got Chandler back on Skype. I think she just went to planet Venus for a while. And now she's back on Earth. Chandler, you're back?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi, guys. People at the chat box. Daniel, Petra, Type 1. Hi. Hello.
Ang daming tao bigla. Mm-hmm.
And to my friends listening to Spreaker.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, guys. I need something. Like,
You need...
hirap kasi wala akong chocolates right now.
Why do you need chocolates? Sorry.
You know, to put me in the mood.
No, sabi ko kanina, you were in planet Venus kanina eh. Now you're back on Earth.
Yeah, G, before anything else, I would just like to greet my dad. Happy birthday.
Oh, today?
Tomorrow pa. And
Oh, happy birthday po.
no, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Advance happy
Probably after this, I don't know if we're going out or I'd go to my sister's house
Mm-hmm.
or they're gonna go here. I don't know. Alam mo naman, you know, my dad is married to another woman na. So,
Oh,
parang
okay.
ano eh, parang kabit ako. It's either before or after, Not on the day mismo. Ganon. Ganon ang drama namin dalawa.
Okay. What do you usually do pag birthday niya?
Actually, because he's kind of old already, gusto lang niya na magsama-sama kami and we eat, ganyan.
Oh, okay.
Kain lang,
Yeah, the usual
salo-salo.
stuff, right? Mm-hmm.
And he's requesting na magluto ako ng favorite niya na lutuin ko yung bulalo.
Oh, bulalo.
Yeah.
Masarap yan.
Sabi ko, nakitang pagluto, dali na lang kaya kita sa Tagaytay. Sa Mahogany, doon na lang tayo kumain. Sabi niya, ayoko doon, gusto ko yung luto mo. Okay.
Homemade.
Okay. Yeah.
So that will happen today or the day after, right?
I don't know. Siguro tomorrow, Tuesday sa Pilipinas.
Yes.
Or siguro, I don't know, maybe papunta na sila dito.
Oh.
I don't know.
Do they know you're doing this podcasting?
Yeah,
Alam
they
nila?
know. Yeah, alam
They
nila.
know. Okay. Eh di pag dumating dyan, he can go on air. And,
Huwag na, baka sermonan ako on air. Huwag na.
Oo nga, no? Ba't ang kalat ang bahay mo?
Bakit? Alam mo ba, nang minsan isang araw, pumunta siya dito, ni-raid niya yung ref ko, kinuha lahat ng tsokolate, lahat ng junk foods.
Oh, really?
Sabi niya, you have to eat healthy. You're not getting any younger. Ganyan. Ay, nako.
Tatay
Yun.
talaga, no?
Ganun talaga siya.
Pero yung tatay mo ba,
So,
nung bata ka, madalas kang pagalitan, yung sigawan or sabihin, yung like when you're a teenager, do you hear him shouting at you, screaming at you?
No, he loves me
No?
dearly. Kahit anong klase ng palo, hindi ako nakatikim sa tatay ko.
So you think you were spoiled?
I am a spoiled brat. Yes, aminin ko yan. I am a spoiled brat pagdating sa dad ko. Lahat ng gusto ko, lahat ng kailangan ko, hindi ko na kailangan sabihin pa uli. Minsan, hindi ko na kailangan sabihin, ibibigay niya sa akin, basta naramdaman niyang gusto ko.
Okay. Kahit isang palo, hindi ka napalo ng tatay mo?
Yes, I swear, wala akong natatandaan na kahit isang palo or kahit na isang masakit na salita. Kung meron man akong nagawa sa kanya na nasaktan siya, wala akong narinig na kahit ano. Alam mo, ang pinagsisisihan ko lang kasi sana pinalo na lang niya ako or nagsalita siya ng masakit or sinermonan niya ako. Kaso wala talaga akong narinig, wala siyang sinabi, wala siyang ginawa. Umiyak lang siya. And
alam mo, I think dads are like that. Kahit yung dad ko, wala akong naalalang pinalo niya ako. Although, napapagalitan ako pag halimbawa yung mga tools niya ginagamit ko tapos hindi ko sinasoli sa cabinet. Talagang magpapagalitan ako nun. O kaya, yung bahay marumi. So, sabi niya, maglinis ka. Pero hindi naman yung nakaka-insulto. Okay? Pero my mom, syempre typical mom, namamalo. Syempre, typical Filipino mom, namamalo, nangungurot. Sa tagiliran. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
Pero it's all good,
Follow.
It's part of being disciplined. I think we all need to be disciplined or we need to be disciplinarians pagdating sa mga bata.
Pero ang payo ko lang sa mga magulang na nakikinig sa atin, yung may mga anak dyan, buo man ang pamilya or hindi, single parent man or hindi, kapag mamamalo ka, wag mong gagamitin yung kamay mo. Kasi dapat ang kamay mo, ginagamit mo lang yan sa pagmamahal.
That's interesting.
Gamitin mo lang yung kamay mo para sa pagmamahal. Kasi, mas mabilis yung ano nga yung commercial ng Johnson & Johnson before, na mas mabilis yung makarating yung message na gusto mong sabihin when you touch.
Yes.
Diba? So, dapat yung pagmamahal mo, ang mararamdaman lang dyan ng anak mo, yung kamay mo, mararamdaman lang ng anak mo dyan is pagmamahal. If you want na mamalo ka, kumuha ka ng tsinelas or ruler, but not your hands. Please, not your hands.
That's an interesting concept. Yeah, I like it. It's true.
Yes. And huwag ka na magsasalita ng mga kung ano-ano. Like our topic today, verbal abuse, kasi talagang pag sinabi mo na, mahirap na bawiin. Lalo na...
Like, halimbawa, if I may ask you, papakonsulta lang ako sa'yo, okay?
Okay.
Kasi I have a teenage son, okay? And, of course, we know naman pag teenagers na medyo... Of course, typical teenagers, they want to be more independent. They think they're smarter than you, right?
Yes.
I mean, when I was a teenager, I was also like that. And I think it's part of being... of that stage in life na you think you know everything, you can do everything. Sometimes when you're dealing with teenager, you get provoked, and sometimes you say things you will later regret. Like, what do we tell teenagers? The most common things that we tell teenagers. Sasabihin mo dyan, kung kaya mo, tingin mo kaya mo, edi ikaw na lang mag-isa. Or maybe sasabihin sa'yo, baka gusto mong, to be on your own na lang, di ba? But, that's a good concept, But, avoid screaming, yelling, and talking down on teenagers. Kasi, what happens is, if they feel harassed at home, and they're walking on eggshells, where do you think they will go to find comfort?
Yeah.
Sa girlfriend, sa boyfriend, sa barkada, right?
Kaya nga, di ba, sabi ko sa'yo, if you remember sa mga previous episodes natin na minsan ng bata, lalo na yung mga ganyan teenager, kasi dumating din ako sa ganyang stage Nantingin ko sa parents ko at that time, kaaway ko.
Kontrabida, di ba?
Lahat na lang kinontra. Parang sinasabi nila, moms knows best. Yung parents mo, yan ang mas nakakaalam ko anong makakabuti sa'yo. At ang mga kinakatwiran ko pa noon, how come na yung alam nilang makakabuti sa akin, feeling ko mas nakakasama sa akin. I only tend to realize that when my mom died. I was 27 at that time, but when she died, feeling ko para akong 5 years old na nawalan ng nanay, na paano ko?
Yeah.
Alam mo yun, dun ko lang na-appreciate lahat ng sinabi niya, masakit man, or in a loving way, na mga sinabi niya sa akin. Dun ko lang lahat na intindihan. So sabi ko nga, sinabi niya rin sa akin yan, yung tipong, yung mga ayaw magpasakop, lumayas. Sinabi niya rin sa akin yan sa sobrang, ang sutil ko, tigas ng ulo ko noon. So, kung ayaw niyo, sige, lumayas. So, yun ang ginawa ko. Nagkatrabaho ako, started living on my own. And yun nga, namatay siya nang wala ako sa tabi niya. I haven't seen her for 3 months. Yes, 3 months.
To hear that.
3 months kaming hindi nagkikita ng mom ko. So, nung namatay siya, that was around magki-Christmas. I actually have a blog about that, yung last Christmas tree standing.
So, you're saying you regret saying those things to your mom?
Lahat ng sinabi ko at nagawa ko na nakasakit sa kanya, of course, pinagsisisihan ko yun. Kasi no matter how old you get, when you're in pain, physically, when you're hurting emotionally, you always look for your mom. It's always your
I
mom.
agree. Mhm.
Minsan, dati, nung first time ko nagkasakit ng 1 week, alam mo naman, mag-isa ako. 1 week akong may sakit. I'm cooking for myself. Talagang gano'n. And parang nagdidelirito ata ako noon. I was calling her. Kung nandito lang siya, gano'n, parang sabi ko, oh, Nay, please, where are you? Parang gano'n. If you can see me, I know you can see me, please help me, ganyan. Para akong tanga.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that your mom passed away, early.
So,
Yeah. So, I mean, we got to this point because we were talking about teenagers, how to talk to teenagers. Kanina, we were discussing verbal abuse happening within the marriage, and it can also happen between the parent and children.
yes.
Like, especially with teenagers na dumadaan sa pagiging rebellious, And sometimes parents, you cannot really blame them, but sometimes they tend to say things na they will later regret, or they think na it's the right thing to say. Like, for example, yung teenager is 18, which is the legal age. Ang typical mo maririnig sa mga parents dyan, maglayas, hindi mo maglayas. Ibig sabihin, magsarili ka na kung matigas ang ulo mo, or ano ba yung sabi mo kanina? Yung
Ayaw magpasakop, lumayas.
Ayaw magpasakop, lumayas. Yung ayaw sumunod sa rules, pwedeng lumabas, yung mga ganun.
Yung mga tipong, as long as ako nagpapakain sa pamilya na to, ako masusunod.
Ayan.
Ganyan.
I mean, if your kid is a minor, he has no choice. He has to follow the rules. Pero pag legal age na, teenager, may possibility na umalis yan. Right?
Yes.
And they have the legal right to do so.
Yes. Kaya lang, dito sa Pilipinas, medyo mabigat yan. Kasi alam mo naman, ang mga Pilipinos, closely knit.
Yes,
Talagang, kung pwede lang magsama tayo hanggang kamatayan, gawin natin. Diba? Kahit na 10 na yung anak mo dyan, sige, kung kaya natin yan, magsama-sama tayo. Kasi ganon eh. Pero, sa teenagers, I think, di ba nabanggit ko doon sa mga, saan ko ba nabanggit? Dito ba sa Pinoy Podcast? Or doon sa sa podcast ko na sinasabi ko na, dito nga yun, sa Pinoy Podcast na, okay lang yung mga toddlers nga na iwanan mo, without your supervision talaga na for hands-on ka talaga. Kunwari, iwanan mo sa parents mo or sa sa kapatid mo kasi you're working. Pero yung pag teenager na yung mga anak mo na we have to be there for them talaga. Yeah.
There's a thin line that separates spoiling a child and supporting him, Kasi sa Western societies, typically when kids reach the age of 18, they're really very independent. They go to work. Sometimes they even pay for college, Pero sa atin, sa Philippines, normally, parents will support the college education of their children. And even after they graduate, children live with their parents. Right?
Yes.
So, the reason why I'm saying this is, since we're talking about verbal abuse,
yes,
we should really be careful when we talk to children. Control our temper. Make sure we don't lose our composure, and we don't act like children in front of our children, you know? Don't act like a 5-year-old to your teenager. Yeah, be a parent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's switch to from knowing what's verbal abuse. Do you want me to run them? Go through them again?
Ikaw!
Okay.
Natatandaan mo pa.
Yeah, I took notes.
Okay.
I'm a good student. All right.
Really? Okay.
The effects of verbal abuse, okay, or what verbal abuse can do to a person, can harm a person. It's like worse than physical pain. A person can be belittled, confused, bruised, assaulted, feeling like a failure, and they can even feel like they're dead, right? Or they just died. Right, Shan? Oh, I think I lost her.
Yeah, right.
Where were you again?
I was
Getting
just
food from
here.
the fridge?
No, I was... I'm here.
Okay. Because
Oh,
I think
you
I
were
heard you...
something
I think I heard you open the fridge door and get something there.
No. Okay. So, yun nga, di ba? Abuse. Parang feeling mo din, namatay ka na. Watch the video.
Alam mo, if you're a victim of verbal abuse, ito ang makadalas na mangyari. You will lose your self-confidence. You will lose your self-esteem. Ito depende rin sa strength ng isang tao kung paano mo i-take yung verbal abuse. Pero typically, normally, it will lead to a loss of self-confidence, loss of self-esteem. What else? Feeling hurt.
Yes. Assaulted.
Sometimes, the person can even turn that hurt into hate.
Yes.
Yan ang delikado, right? From somebody who's hurting to somebody who's hateful and vengeful ba yung tawag doon? The right word? Vengeful? Yeah. Somebody who wants to take revenge.
Okay.
And the forms of verbal abuse can come in different forms. It can be calling names, using words to shame, mocking, putting to shame, yelling, screaming, being verbally ballistic, nitpicking, okay, which is a form of harassment, threats to intimidate, and also avoiding the issue. And one more.
What?
Do you remember?
What?
Manipulating your actions through verbal abuse.
Oh.
See, I took notes.
Yeah.
I'm a good student.
So how do you respond to this verbal abuses?
Okay.
Abuses, okay?
Are you asking me or are you just introducing the
I'm
new
introducing.
segment?
Okay.
Okay.
You know, abuse is never justified. Dapat hindi mo maramdaman na kasalanan mo to.
Yes.
Okay? Na hindi mo iisipin na sinabi niya to kasi ginawa ko to. It should never be like that. And you tell your abuser kung bakit ka nasaktan doon sa mga sinasabi niya, and you discuss kung bakit yon unacceptable sa'yo. You have to set boundaries.
Yes, you have to put your foot down. Sige mo. Okay, sige. Sorry.
Okay.
Nagbutt in naman ako.
And kung posible sana, you take counseling. You know?
Yes.
Kung psychologist man yan, or minsan yung iba, counseling nila sa pastor nila, you know, sa pare. Kung sino man yung sa tingin mo na makakabigay sa'yo ng tulong or makakapag-enlighten sa'yo with regards to this kind of abuse. And then you surround yourself with your support system, your family and friends. Kailangan merong nakakaalam kung ano nangyayari sa'yo.
Yes, definitely.
At kung ano yung mga nararamdaman mo. Kasi, katulad dun sa video na pinost ko dyan, diba? Yung parang feeling mo yung isang salita niya, laslas sa leeg mo. Yung isang salita niya, parang suntok sa'yo.
Yes.
So, parang, baka mamaya, walang nakakaalam or walang taong nakapaligid sa'yo na nagmamahal sa'yo, bigla ka na lang magpakamatay, diba?
Yeah, I mean, that really happens. You know?
Dapat kailangan talagang siguro dapat din yung mga mahal natin sa buhay, parang pag medyo may konting changes sa behavior nung nakakaranas ng ganitong pang-aabuso, dapat medyo alert din tayo na bakit bigla siya nagbago. Kasi minsan yung mga nakakatanggap ng verbal abuse, they tend to isolate themselves eh. Kasi nga pakiramdam nila sa sarili nila, na, they're not worthy anymore. Diba, G?
Yes. Alam mo, before I forget, kanina nabanggit mo yung ibang victims ng verbal abuse, feeling nila wala silang ibang choice kundi to take their own life or magpakamatay. Alam mo, naalala ko lang yung mga victims ng bullying dito sa US. I mean, there's been reported cases of students in high school taking their own lives because they're being bullied at school. And yung parents nabibigla na lang na they see their kids, dead in their rooms, and they had no clue. The kids were not telling them.
Yes.
So, as a loved one of a victim of verbal abuse, even though you don't know she or he is a victim, you have to watch out for signs. Like, ano bang signs ano bang symptoms or signs ng isang tao na nagsasuffer ng verbal abuse? Did you do some research on this, Shandala?
Yeah, merong mga kasi minsan nga yung mga nakakatanggap ng mga ganitong klase ng pang-aabuso, minsan ikaw sa sarili mo na hindi mo alam na you're being abused verbally na pala.
Okay.
No, without you knowing it na, ito na pala yun. Mararamdaman mo na lang, unti-unti mo na lang mararamdaman kapag madalas lang mangyari, tapos feeling mo, nawawalan ka na ng tiwala sa sarili mo, lumiliit na yung tingin mo sa sarili mo, dahil dun sa mga naririnig mo dun sa nang-a-abuse sa'yo.
Yes.
And ang tendency nga nito, i-isolate mo yung sarili mo kasi feeling mo wala ka ng kwenta. At ayaw mong malaman yun ng mga tao sa paligid mo. Kasi mas madadagdagan yung parang, siguro, ganun din na magiging tingin nila sa akin. Wala rin akong kwenta.
Yes. And also, it can lead to behavior change, which your loved ones should be able to pick up, or at least those who are sensitive. For example, madalas ka bang tumingin na malayo or tumingin sa wall, naka-stare ka lang?
Okay.
Di ba? Ibig sabihin, malalim ang iniisip mo. Right? Or, if you're known as a jolly person, happy person, bigla ka bang nawala na yung pagiging bubbly mo? Minsan ba tahimik ka na lang, hindi ka na mukhang masaya, di ba?
Okay, yeah.
That's a sign, right? Those are physical signs, right? Sa internet.
Okay.
Do you post emo messages on your Facebook wall?
Okay.
Right? Di ba?
Yeah.
I mean, I can sense meron ako mga pamangkin, okay?
Okay.
Teenagers, right? I know when they're not okay based on their Facebook post. I know something's happening. Yeah. Or sometimes they post images na about sadness, sometimes about violence. Alam mo yung ibang cases dito recently, before they did some crimes, they put it on Facebook. Like, they dropped hints on Facebook or Twitter, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be very sensitive about those things, like behavior change, or a change in somebody's mood, a change in somebody's way of talking. You know? Alam mo naman, pag ang kausap mo, palang wala sa sarili, di ba? Parang may ginadala talaga. You know?
Parang ako, diba? Obvious na obvious.
Halimbawa, kanina si Chandela, on the first part of the show, parang wala sa sarili. So ako, na-sense ko na something's not right. Yung pala, nainis sa pagka-late ko.
Ganun ako eh. I mean, pag naiinis ako or tatahimik lang ako, pero sense mo na naiinis ako.
Yeah. So part of recovery from verbal abuse is like what Chandela said kanina. Don't feel guilt. I mean, don't blame yourself for being the victim.
Yes.
You know, you're the victim. Don't blame yourself. Although, also look into yourself. There might be something in you that you need to change or improve on. Right? Halimbawa, ito lang, example lang Halimbawa, I get nagged every time for drinking, right?
Okay.
Ito, feeling mo biktima ka, 'di ba? Kasi ninanag ka eh. 'Di ba? Although I don't example lang to, okay?
Okay.
Halimbawa, ikaw, you're being nagged every day about something. It might be time for you to take a look and, look at yourself in the mirror. I mean, not literally, but figuratively. And think about all the things you're hearing, narinig mo. Baka naman, these are true, right? So even though you don't want to feel guilt for being the victim of a verbal abuse, you might want also to examine yourself.
However,
what?
Sabi mo nga, nagdanag siya because you're being nagged because gabi-gabi umuwi ka ng lasing. Bakit naman kaya hindi subukan na nagdanag na huminto siyang magnag?
Alam mo, that will not change. Alam mo, may mga lalaki talaga na inag mo man o hindi, talagang uwi na lasing. Mga lasinggero eh. Matitiga sa ulo.
So, I mean, siguro...
Pag hindi mo ninagyan, baka uwi ng alas 5 yan.
Siguro, i-track muna natin bakit siya naglalasing. Nagdanag ka kasi naglalasing siya. So, bakit siya naglalasing? Diba?
Hindi, let's not be specific about it. Kasi maraming naman dahilan ba't naglalasing mga tao. Yung iba, lasenggo talaga. Yung iba, walang pakialam. Alam mo yun? Let's use a different example. Ito.
What?
Let's say you're being nagged for being burara. Alright?
Okay.
You're being verbally abused for being a burara. Is that something that would tell you na maybe I really need to be tidy or neat about my things? Right? Although, verbal abuse is not right. You should not allow it to happen. What I'm saying is, maybe you should also take a look inside. Look at yourself. And maybe you need something to improve on. But as you said kanina, you need to put your foot down. Verbal abuse is a no-no. You have to tell that person, right?
Yes.
I won't take this anymore. You can't do this to me anymore, you know? But be careful when you talk to that person. Baka ikaw naman ang maging offender. Baka ikaw naman ang gumamit ng verbal abuse. Diba? Some people who are hurt become defensive. And when you become too defensive, you become offensive naman.
Uh-huh.
Diba?
Yes.
See?
parang kasi ako, wala eh. Verbal abuse, sarili ko lang nakasama ko dito eh.
So, inaabos mo sarili mo.
Oo. Ano mo yun?
Okay. Kinakausap mo sarili mo madalas?
Yeah, I do that in front of the mirror. Yeah, totoo.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's true because wala ka naman kausap eh.
Anong baliw lang?
Ito, halimbawa, okay? Example. Halimbawa, ninanag ka palagi tungkol sa mga pagkaburara mo. Sabi mo, inutil ka pala eh. Ba't di mo pulutin? Di ba?
Yeah.
So, ninanag ka, ikaw naman ngayon ang nag-aabuso ng... You just called your nagger names. Right?
Alam mo, that's G. Dapat din, you don't have to engage in conflict with your abuser.
Yes. Yeah.
Kapag,
Alam mo?
Kapag
tama,
yung
sige.
abuser mo, galit na, you just have to stay calm, walk away. Wag mo siyang bigyan ng don't give him or her what they want, yung reaction from you, wag na.
Yes.
Lumiyo ka na lang.
Alam mo yung sinabi ni Sun Tzu sa Art of War? When the enemy attacks, you retreat. Huwag mong salubungin ang apoy ng apoy. Alright?
Okay.
Be smarter. Be smarter. Be smarter. What else? Get counseling. It can be a marriage counselor. It can be a psychologist.
Yes.
A pastor or an elder in your church. It can be your parent. Somebody na who is a professional when it comes to counseling.
Yes.
Right. Kasi mayroong magka-counsel dyan, gagatungan pa eh, no? Ano man tawag doon yung ang gagatong? Susolero.
But G, if yung mga na-mention mo is hindi talaga mag-work. Tapos yung verbal abuse nag-escalate pa to physical abuse. And then I guess it's time to leave the marriage and consider divorce or annulment.
Oh.
That is the best thing you can do for yourself.
Yes.
Break all ties with your abuser. And then you stay close to your contact, to your support system.
Yes.
And focus.
Don't isolate yourself.
Yes.
Please, don't isolate yourself. You might feel worthless. You might feel depressed. Sometimes people just go back to their shell, like a turtle. Don't do that. This is the time when you suffer verbal abuse. Don't isolate yourself. Do the opposite. You reach out. If you have to call a hotline, do so. Kung wala kang malapitan, wala kang kaibigan, wala kang kapamilya, call a hotline. Go to the internet, search for support groups, call a hotline.
And sana, pag gano'n, katulad ni, Diana Meneses, have you heard that? Yung asawa niya na dating congressman. Nag-post siya ng ganyan sa Twitter, sa Instagram, na parang she's dropping hints na kailangan niya ng tulong. And pansin siya ng Gabriela, ng mga tao. Ito naman siya ngayon, why can I not post pictures like that? Ganyan. Hindi daw yun, wala daw yun. Diba? Pag humingi ka ng support, panindigan mo yan. Huwag mong bawiin.
Yeah.
Kasi ganun yung nangyari sa kanya eh. Mga pinagpo-post niya, may pinost pa siyang picture doon na may pasa siya. Tapos, nung nakakuha na siya ng atensyon ng mga tao, bigla niyang binawi.
Okay. Well, this is an interesting topic. You're with the G and Chandra show here on Pinay Podcast. Our topic is verbal abuse. How to save yourself.
Yes. And
So Chandra, do you
What?
want to have your last statement about the topic before we end the episode? And by the way, thank you for the live audience. Danelle, who else was here kanina?
si Type 1, si Petra.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and
And then we have
uh,
your friends on Spreaker,
uh-huh,
our friends from Facebook.
uh-huh.
Okay. So do you want to close the episode with your last statement? Because I've said my piece.
Okay. So, yun nga, sa mga nakakaranas ng verbal abuse, it is not your fault. It should never be your fault. You should never feel guilty about it. And you have to learn how to take back your power. If you react to the abuser, nire-reward mo pa sila eh. Letting them know they have power over your emotions, please do not allow that. Do not allow your abuser to have control over how you feel. So dapat ikaw ang you just have to listen to yourself, not to the abuser. You have to listen to your feelings, not to them. You have to believe to your feelings, not to them, and you have to have support para makabalik ka and sa sarili mo, and you can honor and nurture yourself again. So that's it for me.
All right. Thank you, Chandela. And that was a good ending statement for our topic, verbal abuse, how to save yourself, episode number 38 of Pinay Podcast. And also, we will have another podcast later tonight. That's 9 to 10 p.m. New York time, 6 to 7 p.m. Los Angeles, which is tomorrow, Tuesday in Manila, 9 to 10 a.m. For the Nancy Esguerra podcast. And
Yes.
she will have a guest, a lawyer. Also, she will talk about Obamacare and how it impacts our fellow Filipinos in the U.S. All right, Chandela,
So
would
tomorrow,
you like to invite them tomorrow for your podcast?
yeah, tomorrow for the Gian Chandela show.
Yes?
Yeah, we'll be talking about secrets tomorrow.
Secrets.
Keeping
Wow.
secrets. Why do you keep secrets from your loved ones?
That's a good topic.
Yeah,
So
it's
guys,
very
be back
interesting.
tomorrow. PanayPodcast.com/live. Gian Chandela Show. That's 8 to 9 p.m. in the Philippines. 8 to 9 a.m. here in the East Coast of the U.S. And what time is that in the West Coast? That's minus 3 hours. That's 5 to 6 a.m. sa Los Angeles. So thank you for listening to Pinoy Podcast. This is the Gian Chandela Show. Maraming salamat. Mabuhay. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you.
You're listening to the Pinoy Podcast.
It's G and Chandela on Pinoy Podcast.
Sound the guards that get inside your head and take you through the rain to show you something painfully real. see reflected selves of those who've traveled there and carved their names on the wheel. Reaching for the sound of a familiar song to break the fall. Creep inside a bird's eye view, you'll hear it in the morning news, the satire in it all. Blow away kisses at the sky. Mama, why do the angels have to die? Frequently you tutored me, your bloodshot eyes I couldn't see. I fixed myself on your sound. At 10 years old I couldn't smell the bourbon. I could only tell that laughter was all around. And sometimes you would lift your head with a grin that could save us all. But as I lay awake at night, I'd hear the panic-stricken plight of sobbing through the walls. Blow away kisses at the sky. Mama, why do the angels have to die? I said, oh, blow away kisses at the sky. Inside me and it's growing. I remember how it flowed. The images of laughter grow as I react to this call on the phone. It's like something whispered in your ears, stripping all you had to fear until you were all alone. But why was it that you had to give back in return? Silently I'll say goodbye, and maybe then I'll find